Alright gang, welcome back to our Broke to Billionaire challenge on Ohio Richlands. It's now February. You can see we have surpassed the 10 million point. We're actually at 10.5 million currently. I've got the worker going here. I already went around the headland pass here once. The cotton field obviously is ready to harvest, the one in the far back here. So we're going to get that going. We're actually going to put down another grandma's house today. Or knitwear, whatever that's called. I keep calling it grandma's house. I don't actually remember if that's exactly what it's called or not. But regardless, we're going to put another one down. The reason why is because we have that open air greenhouse, as you know, right? And that open air, it's Granny's knitwear. That open air greenhouse is constantly putting cotton back into the knitwear. So we're really not losing a whole lot of cotton out of there. It's just kind of constantly staying at the point it's at, which is good. Means we're making a lot of clothes. But with this field ready to harvest here, it is going to require some more space for us to actually be able to utilize it. So that's what we're going to do. So we're going to put another one in. Now, where am I going to put that in at? It's probably going to be in the same area or same location as the other one. I want it to be kind of close to our sell point. Just makes it easier for me to move those to our, sell everything point when we need to. So while the worker continues on doing this, let's go ahead and put that down. We'll plop that down. Now, I'm probably going to have to reset the worker a number of times because that field is a little awkward, but it'll be all right. We'll make it work. We'll make it work. Now, I think what I'm going to do is something like this, which may not be the smartest idea, maybe, now that I'm thinking about it, but I think there's going to be enough room for me to maneuver the skid steer in there. 'Cause that's likely what we're going to utilize, right? So we'll put it there. Even if it's not 100% perfect, it'll work. It'll work for now. So, we got that going, so when this is done, we'll be able to pick up the bales of cotton that happened and go take it to that one, which is good. I'm actually going to go ahead and turn it on as well. All the different ones, the fabric, the cotton, the wool, I'm going to turn them all on. So that way, whenever the open air greenhouse occurs, it'll ship some over here. Same with the fabric, right? So we'll keep running that. In the meantime, we do have another field that is ready to harvest. So we're going to jump into the case here, and we're going to go harvest it. Now, that field specifically is this one down here. It's a pretty big one, 26 here. It's got barley in it, so going to be a nice big field here. We'll get a lot out of it, which is good. We should be able to get a little straw as well, which we kind of need. Now, other than that field, the things we have to accomplish today, obviously we have to re-drill both of these fields, but we'll probably save that for part 2 or episode 2 in February, the next episode, right? But besides that, we've got some other work we need to accomplish on the farm. Specifically, we've got to get the sheep some more grass. The grass over there is not fully ready to harvest, but there is some, as you recall, on the other side of the open air greenhouse and the potato factory and all that. There is some over there that I can utilize. I probably should... Actually, I'm going to. Probably should unfold this and not go at it that way because it's such a, a big header. But there is some grass over there that I can mow, which will help out the sheep. They do have a little bit left, but it's not enough. Between now and the next episode, they will run out. So we're going to have to take care of that as well. And the only other main thing to do in February is we've got to get some potatoes put into some of our silage. Or not our silage, our BGAs. Well, the one BGA, the fast BGA. That one is specifically out of potatoes at current. It is accepting whatever is being sent to it from the open air greenhouse. As you know, that open air greenhouse, we have 3 different products being made there. We've got sugar beets, we've got potatoes, and then cotton. So it does have some going to it, but it's a very minimal amount. And we still have a good amount in our silo. So we will be moving some of that over there as well to make us some more money. Which is good because we need it, right? If we want to have any chance at all of getting even relatively close to our new objective, which I don't think we're going to make, we need to make sure that that is full up and running as much as possible, right? So what I'm going to do is take this over here, and then before we start harvesting this, I'm going to quickly jump into our trailer. With the tractor, the McCormick we were utilizing in the last episode. We're going to jump into that quickly. We're going to fill it up with potatoes and drop them off so that way we make sure that that BGA is moving. But how's everybody doing today? Hopefully you're all doing well. Things aren't bad here. It's currently Sunday on the weekend. I'm feeling a little bit better. I think I said that maybe in the last episode, but day by day, I'm feeling a little bit better, so... Just some kind of cold I caught from the airport, or the airplane, or whatever. Airplanes, plural. It was on multiple. And we are underway. Actually, we should be dropping here. So let me make sure I turn that on real quick. Enable. I always forget which one it is for some reason. Even though I've been playing this game for so many years, I always forget. Well, I've been playing all the Farming Simulator games for so many years. I forget which one it is all the time. I don't know why, but I do. Now, realistically, I maybe should have considered upgrading the header width here, the unrealistic width here. It's not a bad width. There's nothing wrong with the width we have here, but... it would get this done faster, but the other issue would be the fact that we would be filling up a lot faster. Now, a lot of you have mentioned in the comments that, well, why don't you just upgrade to... why don't you just upgrade to the lizard one, which is unrealistic holding space, which we utilized for a little bit because it was in the used market on the Alone in the World Pioneer Challenge. And it's a good idea. I'm thinking I'm going to do that. Honestly, I do. It might even be in this episode, but I think it will save me time and it will help big time. So I'm probably going to do it. But I want to do a little bit of it with that case first because I really like that case, and we've had it for a little bit, but not that long, honestly. When all things are considered, we really haven't had it for that long. So I kind of want to use it a little bit more, utilize it a little bit more before getting rid of it, I guess. Now, I did say I was just going to jump over here and put the potatoes in, but I decided, you know what, I had some discussion to have with you, so I might as well just go ahead and harvest a little bit of it, and then we can fill this up with potatoes, drop them off, and then bring this trailer over there. Yeah. We're moving along nicely here, gang. It's not too bad. I don't think you're going to be able to hold much more than that, so let's just stop it there for now. And if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. Yeah, see? I knew it. I had way too much. Now, this BG over here will hold a little bit more potatoes, but not much. I think this is the one that the open-air greenhouse right now is currently sending the potatoes to. I'd love for it to send it to the other one, but this one still has a bunch of other stuff in it, so we'll not be doing that anytime soon. Now, I still have this area over here. I haven't done anything with that area. I still plan to. I just don't know when. Maybe we won't get to it. Actually, it did accept all the potatoes. Wow. I was not expecting that. I really thought that one was pretty close to full. Now I have to go look. That's great. Now here we go. Well, it's full now, so... Oh, nope. It's this one. Sorry. It's not full. It's almost full. It just accepts a lot. That's all it is. This one holds a lot more than the other one. I'm going to leave it be. It's not completely full, but it's pretty damn close. So let's get this over here to the harvester here. We'll get it unloaded. We can carry on. I probably will, just to kind of show you the one that they're talking about. If I get, or if I upgrade the harvester, it's going to be this one, way back here. We've utilized it before. It's this one for 250,000 liters. Doesn't go that fast, but it does hold a lot more. So technically, it would be probably a... it would probably end up being a faster process, and we likely wouldn't have to worry about the big mounds of straw that we get, right? When we have those mounds of straw and it's really hard to maneuver around them, because I would just continually be able to harvest. I wouldn't have to worry about those mound of straws because we had a full harvester load, right? So we're probably going to do that. More than likely, it'll happen once I get kind of towards the end here of one pass, because that's going to be closer to the actual shop anyway. So, that's where I'm at least on it. So we'll see. All right, it's unloaded. We can continue on here, and by getting that new harvester, which I think we're kind of talked ourselves into. we will be able to upgrade the header again to the biggest width. So, because again, we won't have any issues with the straw mounds because it'll hold pretty much everything we're going to be able to harvest on this field. There might be a couple of fields, none that we currently own, but it might be a couple of fields where it may have issues. I still don't think so, but there's a chance, I guess. So, you know, is what it is. I'm afraid we're going to get full again before we get to the end here. I'm going to move slightly over to the left, which is a little unrealistic, just to make sure we have enough room here. Oh, and then I didn't. And I didn't. I went too fast. Whoops. I killed a tiny bit. That's not too bad. So, the other thing today that we might end up doing, because we're not going to drill these fields today, like I said. This field up here, 35, is ready to harvest, or 19, whichever way you want to look at it. So, we might end up getting that field as well. It's barley as well. That's the only other field, realistically, that has changed, besides what we had discussed before, that we could buy. So, we may end up buying that one, too. It'll give us a ton of straw. We're getting a little low on straw. It's not, I shouldn't say low. Low is not the correct word, but we are, we have less straw than what we have ever had since we started doing this whole process of you know, unrealistic expectations of harvesting, right? So, yeah. So we'll see. But either way, let me, let's, actually, I'm going to clean this little section up here. And then we're going to take this down to the shop here. I'm going to sell the case here. Get the other one we just discussed. The lizard. And I'll be back with you with the new one. And we'll be cooking. Now, I don't think I'll probably talk to you when I get back. I might just jump into a quick time lapse. We'll see. Matter of fact, I'm just going to buy this field now. That way, if we want to jump up there now, we can do it. Depending on how long the time-lapse takes us to do with this new approach. So let me get this to the shop, and I will see you in a few seconds.
responsible.
Well, I'll tell you what, it might take us a little longer to get from point A to point B, but this thing, it's awesome. It's great. I haven't had to stop at all. I haven't had any major issues. It's been a huge help. So definitely worth upgrading to this, even though I was kind of delaying it for a while. Just didn't want to jump from one harvester and then go into another harvester not even a couple episodes later, if that makes any sense, right? Alright, so both of those fields have been harvested. We got a lot of straw to pick up here, but that's okay. It also did say that the worker finished the cotton, which there's no way. Yeah, it's still a mess. So, yeah, we got the worker back going here again. So, yeah, he did drop one bale, so that's good, but there's still a ton of cotton that we're going to have to clean up. But for now, we can at least let the worker continue going here. Hopefully now that it's not such of an awkward ending, it's more of a squared ending. Hopefully it won't have any more issues. The worker won't have any more issues, hopefully. But you never know. So let me get this tractor, let me get this tractor and trailer. I was going to say trailer, but tractor makes sense too. It is a tractor pulling the trailer. Let me get this over to the harvester, get it unloaded. And realistically, I think we're just going to sell this outright, gang. It's February. It's not going to be the best time, certainly, but it will still be a decent price for us, so we're just going to go ahead and sell it. I also, as you saw, took a few shortcuts across some of our neighbors' yards here, or fields here, but they're not going to mind. One was just completely plowed. The other one was just recently drilled. It's not going to cause any major harm to them, so they're good. So, yeah, thanks for the shortcut, neighbors, but I will see you at the harvester. You know what? While we're here, I think I'm just going to go ahead and buy this little field over here. We've harvested it once before. This little guy right here, and we're going to buy it. I believe it's sorghum. It is. So we might as well just buy that, and we can sell that too. Why not? We're already over here. I am going to have to fold this up, though, probably to get this through here. I think this is going to be too big, but we're going to give it a shot. I just don't think I'm going to make it. No, there's no way. Let's unfold it. I might have just said fold it up. I meant unfold it. You knew what I meant. Now, we're probably just going to sell the barley here to this Ohio co-op. There's no reason not to. We're right next to it. I don't know what the price is of barley currently. Not bad. It's dropping, but it's not bad. Ohio co-op is actually 1642. It's actually the lowest. Of course it is. Why wouldn't it be? Because we're right next to it. Why wouldn't it be the lowest one? So maybe I changed my mind. What about the sorghum? Ohio Co-op is one of the better ones. It is the best one. So maybe I changed my mind there. Maybe I just sell the sorghum outright from the harvester into here, and I'll take the barley back to our sell everything container, because it is a little bit more, and it's not going to take us that long to get there with the trailer and the tractor. So there you go. We'll change plans on the fly. But harvesting this field was kind of a change of plans on the fly too. We're already over here, so why not do it? It won't take us but a few seconds to do it with this header. extra money. A little cheaty, but extra money. But at this point, with all the unrealistic things we're utilizing, I mean, what isn't cheaty at this point? We're now just on a path of let's see how much money we can make before before FS25. Well, I shouldn't say that. Before I'm able to start beginning to make FS25 videos, because as you know, I've said it many times, I will be out of the country for work, unfortunately, when FS25 comes out. But only a few days. I'm only going to be missing it by a few days, so it'll be alright. I mean, look at that. I mean, I probably could be... I'm kind of being safe with it. I probably could have gone a little bit closer, and it would take even less time, but... That won't be a ton of money that we get out of this. We're probably going to get about 35,000 liters of sorghum here, so it's not like it's going to be a ton of money. It's not going to be a game-changing amount of money or anything like that, but... Well, we're already over here, so it made sense, right? let's just do it. Yep, 30,000. Almost 30,000 exactly. And just like that, we're done. It might be a little difficult for me to try to drop this directly out of the harvester into the sell point, but we're going to see if we can meander our way back there and make it work. Might have to drop the header to do so. Hopefully I can even do it. I don't know. There's a big... I forgot about that fence there. It may not even let me do it. Because I gotta have to be at a really a very specific angle to get this to unload. I think we'll get it. Yep. Quick 80 grand right there. And we can sell it right back. Nice. Alright, so let me get this back to the farm. Let me get the trailer with everything back as well. We'll sell that outright, like I said, to our sell everything container. And then we're going to have to start working on getting some of this straw up. Now, I don't know for sure if we'll get all the straw up in today's episode or not, because we're going to have to do some touch-up work there on the cotton field, as you saw, right? So, and all the straw work we do is all manual too. You can't put a worker on that unless I put a windrower, the windrower on the front. But even so, it's still relatively manual because they're just going to keep going even if the trailer's full, right? Now, granted, we have one of the unrealistic size loading wagons, or Ford, I think it's loading wagons, right? But still, it isn't. It's going to get full at some point. It's not. It doesn't have as much space as the harvester that we just bought does, I guess is what I should say. Let me get this back. I'll get everything back over there, and I'll be back with you. All right, we're pulling up here, gang. 261,000 should be a pretty nice payday, honestly, for us here. Definitely be above, I would think, 12 million. I would hope, but I have been wrong many times before, as you know. Like I said that in the last episode. I'm starting to repeat myself. Oh, I am way wrong. Oh, I am way, way wrong. Okay. Never mind. Well, it is barley. I forgot barley. You don't make much money on barley. That was a mistake on me, I guess. But still, we're nearly to 11 million, I guess. I just thought it was going to be a lot more than that for some reason. In any case, I'm going to drop this off here. And we're going to pick up the loading wagon. And we're going to get to work here. Getting some of this straw up off the ground. Now, likely what I'm going to do is take the straw off the field that we purchased today first, so that way we can sell that field back, and then that way if it takes us longer to get the rest of the other field done, we don't have to hold on to this field for another day, right? So I'm gonna head back towards that field. We're gonna start loading it up pretty much immediately, and hopefully we don't have to make more than one trip. I suspect we're going to, but hopefully we don't. And we can get the straw loaded up to all of our different BGAs, our silage maker, etc., etc. Alright, and we are underway here, gang. This is going to take a while. And we're already 9% full, so I suspect we're going to be making multiple trips here. It's unfortunate. What I probably should do is go get the John Deere, get the other one, even though typically we load that up with grass. Go get the other one. That way we can, you know, just jump from one to the other whenever this one's full. Not only have to drive it all the way back and then all the way back here on camera. I can do some of that off camera. So I might end up doing that for the other field. Our field that we actually own, I should say. Well, we own this field now, but we're going to sell it back. So, you get what I mean. Now, if we look at... well, let's do a quick save here. If we look at our productions here... there's a little bit of straw left in this one, right? Our first one. The manure needs a little bit, not much. I don't want to put a ton in there because it does take a long time to chew through it. The straw here is completely out, so we'll fill that guy up. And then we've got the one we put in recently, right? The one where we can turn the straw into silage. So we're going to put some more in there because there is still some in there, 735,000, which is actually quite a lot. But we're going to put more in there, so... And the new one is already getting cotton from that... Oh, I'm missing stuff. Whoops. The new one's already getting cotton from the open-air greenhouse, so... And it probably will get some for a little while, at least until we drop a bale in there. Pretty much just kind of distributes it evenly, for the most part, between things that'll accept it, right? And we're nearly full here, so we're definitely going to make at least 2 trips, minimum. Probably 3, though. As a matter of fact, I can almost tell you it's guaranteed it's going to be 3. Because there's still a lot of straw on that field. Let me get this back. Alright, topped that guy up. Took a decent amount, actually. Back to 84%. We're going to fill up this. It might take all of it. Nope, not quite all of it. That's fine. So let's put a little bit in the manure creation here. Like I said, I don't want to put a ton in there, but a little bit. That'll work. That should be sufficient. More than likely close to the end of the series, I would think. Because that thing goes pretty slowly chewing through that, so... And the rest of this, it's all going to go into this silage. Which already has a decent amount in there, but, you know... You can accept a little bit more, I guess. Not even a little bit more. You can accept a lot more. Now the worker is getting closer with the cotton. It's still not quite done, but they are getting closer. So relatively soon here, we're going to have to jump in and probably reset the worker at least for a couple of the different passes, and then we are going to have to take over and probably do the rest of it. Worker's going to get confused pretty quickly here on... as he continues on this little section down here. He normally does, so... So we did a nice long time-lapse already. I'm not going to put another time-lapse in for the straw. You've seen me do straw so many damn times. I'll just do a little bit of a jump cut here. Let me see if I can get the rest of the straw up. I think it's going to be 2 more trips, but let me see if I can get most of it up here in another load, and we'll see where we're at. Alright, we actually got it all picked up. I was very surprised by it. Only just, but we did. So we'll drop the rest of this off here, and then once this is done, I'm going to just unhook it right here. Even though leaving, you know, things like this kind of drives me insane personally, I'm gonna do it. We're gonna hook that. We're gonna head over here, and we're going to grab the trailer, and we're gonna pick up one of the bales. We've now got 2 bales of cotton that are down on the ground. So pick one of those up, bring it to our new Grandma's Knitwear. Then go pick up the second one. I don't know if it'll accept it or not, but we'll probably try to put it in there and see if it'll accept it, and then go from there. The worker is nearly done, as you can see. They actually didn't have as many issues as I thought they were going to have with that little quadrant down there, so that's good. Matter of fact, by the time we get this all hooked up and get a bale hooked into this, we're probably going to be moving the worker as well here. So gonna be a nice long episode, this one here. Those of you then asking for long episodes again, you're gonna get one here, looks like. Doing skids. Told you he was going to be done in a second. Really? Didn't pick that up? Really? So, let's, you know what, we're going to start down here, I think. Because there's a section down here, these little corners that the worker did not get. So, let's touch that up before I forget about those, and then we'll set them off on those paths there. For whatever reason, there's a pathing issue there. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's that tree stump back there. I mean, I would assume it's what it is, but it's causing a little mayhem there. Now, I fully understand here when I set this worker back going on this, they're going to have issues again, and we're going to have to reset them again, but that's fine. Not that big of a deal. Alright, so let's go get this bale and drop it off at the new Grandma's Knitwear so we can get some more clothes going. Clothes are pretty much our last ditch effort here to try to get a ton of money, right? We've got a lot. Don't get me wrong. We have a lot of clothes. But that's our that's our last chance to try to get closer to our new and improved goal, which I don't think is going to happen. Everybody was talking about cookies, and cookies seem to be the way to go, but I just don't think we're going to have enough of the things we need for the cookies, from what I can tell. I'm going to attempt it, potentially, maybe, but I just don't think it's going to pan out. If I was able to do the cookies, I don't know, 3 months ago, maybe? Absolutely. But this close? Probably not. Alright, so it accepted 1, so let's do a quick save here. I just want to see how much room's actually left in there now. We have so many productions now, it takes forever. I think we can get another one in there. Alright, there's the other bale dropped off at Grandma's house. Hopefully it accepts the whole thing. I think it will. Yes, it will. Good. Alright, so we can go put this away, and then we'll probably take over for the worker and continue on with doing the harvest here. There's not going to be a lot left to do, but there is some nonetheless, so we'll get it done. And we'll see where we are as far as the time of the episode goes. I think we're getting up there. As you know, I've talked about it many times before. I'm just kind of, you know, guessing based off of the recording time. You know, I go in and do edits and remove stuff here and there, right? So Does shrink it down, but just guessing based off of the amount of time that I've actually been recording for now, how long the episode will be. But I'm thinking it's going to be about 50 minutes or so right now at this point, so I don't want to make it too much longer than that. I've talked about this before, but just in case you don't know, YouTube kind of tells you where people stop watching videos at. And typically in mine, it's about 30 minutes in or so, 35, 45 minutes. So I try to keep them around that just to, you know, make sure I'm not wasting my time and yours if you don't want to watch any longer than that, which I totally get it. That's a long time to watch. Then let's try to keep them around that time period, right? But some of you like the long ones, though, that's for sure. There are still some people that do it. And I understand there are some people that watch and then take a break, come back, watch it again later. Totally get that. I do that myself, so. But you get what I mean. In any case, let's carry on here. Let's get this done. It's not going to take long. One little strip here, this little tiny section here, and then that whole section over there, and we're done. Alright, the field's done there, gang. I think we're far enough along in this episode, like I mentioned, to go ahead and call it. So I think it's what we're going to do. I'm going to sell this field back really quick first, though. Gets us over 11 million, 11.3. Edging closer. Couple million at a time, but we're edging closer. So I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, I'd appreciate it if you hit the like, subscribe button. More videos are in the corners, and I'll catch you all in the next episode.